Getting to a point now where we have a tendency to max out and going, well, that's the best I can do.
Right.
And as I told a couple of my athletes this morning, there's another gear in there. I know it. There's another gear in there. That's my job as your coach, to find that gear and take you to that gear. But ultimately, the decision is yours going,
right.
I also believe there's another gear there. How do I get there?
And that's where, like, Gary Vaynerchuk, seeing those guys, it's like, oh, they're in a whole nother level. Training with Jake, my partner, on things that I'm bad at, he's at a whole nother level. And it's not until I see someone else do it that I'm like, oh shit, I want to strap it up and I want to give it a go.
Absolutely.
And that's like training early in the morning. For me, I was like, oh, I'm never really a morning person. But the minute you just decide to do it, guess what? You get your ass in bed by 9 p.m., you're gonna be rested enough to wake up at 4:35. You might need a nap during the day if you're extremely tired, have a ton of things going on. But I've just realized that if I'm gonna get into this groove, if I'm gonna be successful at what I wanna do, I'm gonna have to make those sacrifices, because I have to be up. Again, we're not in the groove here in Phoenix, but we're getting closer. And it's about setting up that routine day in and day out, where you're doing all those little innocuous
details, right?
I just tweeted something about an hour ago talking about overthinking kills any kind of productivity that you can do. Overthinking is one of those things that you have so much, you have to release all that stuff that's happening in your mind, and you do that through exercise, through writing,
Absolutely.
through reading, through meditation, through all these different things that we've talked about.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that's where I suffer from that a lot. I suffer from paralysis by analysis, is how a football coach used to say it. It's sitting there thinking, okay, I'm not doing everything right, I'm not doing everything right. And Gary Vaynerchuk said it actually the other day. He's like, you gotta stop thinking and just start doing. You gotta actually start. Who gives a shit if you mess up along the way? Mess up going full speed, and then you'll correct your trajectory, but you'll eventually get to where you want to go. My workouts right now with Frank, we're using some of these tools to get me to feel comfortable, especially like the fins. They help me as I'm kicking a little bit, keeping me on top of the water. Staying on top of the water is not my strong suit. Yeah, and my ankle flexion is not great, so helps me stay on top of the water. Then we take off the fins, use the pool buoy a little bit, and eventually I'm swimming on my own and feeling how I should feel on top of that water, because that's my biggest thing, is really getting in that sweet spot, and then in building endurance. So we're gonna be here working on that today. Guys, the biggest thing I want you guys to take away from what I'm doing with this triathlon is that you have to do things you're not good at. Meaning, it's okay to suck at something. It's okay to be very bad at math, at whatever it is, but it's taking those things that you're weak at and making them to something you're proficient at. I'm never gonna be Michael Phelps, I know that, but it's one of my goals to be a better swimmer. And you're gonna run into things in life all the time that are gonna require you to put more effort into it. Some things just come natural to us. We all have our God-given talents, they're just gonna come natural. And some people only stick to those things in life. But you need to learn how to take something you're not good at and improve on it, because there's going to be times in a relationship in life, there's going to be time in a career that you're not going to be good at something, and you're going to be asked to do something that you're not typically good at. So for me, it's about surrounding myself with people like Frank, who know what they're doing, not just in swimming, but Frank's a really positive person for me in my life. He speaks the truth, he's uplifting. He's like, I can tell he's been doing this a while because he's got that coaching mentality in terms of he knows when to push, he knows when to criticize, but it's always with the idea that he wants you to succeed. And I think that inevitably, that's what we should all be in people's lives. And I know, whatever it is, it's always encouraging. It's always coming from a standpoint, hey, I'm seeing this, we're gonna get better at that, you're doing well, let's kick it up a notch type thing. And that's, those are always the best coaches I've had that are able to do that too. So I'm grateful for people like Frank, and for people, that attitude of gratitude, and I can tell Frank has that, but it's about loving life. It's about taking every day and saying, thank you, I'm gonna give it the best I can, and there's gonna be hiccups along the way, but when you do fall down, you don't sit there and dwell. And there's a lot of times in life we can dwell. The gym doesn't go through, you feel like you're every 5 steps forward, you're taking 10 steps back sometimes. But as long as it's that positive mental outlook, and sometimes you need positivity coming from an outside source to actually carry you, kind of like a pool buoy. You're not really there yet on your own, and someone's gonna help carry you there. So Frank, I appreciate you.
Yeah, I
Thank you so
appreciate it.
much.
Thanks, I
So
appreciate it.
we'll give you the Frank socials below here where you can follow him at, and I gotta get better at swimming. We're doing it 2 days a week right now. I'm gonna start running a little bit longer distance, 2 days a week, and we're gonna jump on that bike. And come August 9th, we're gonna rock and roll, and it's gonna be fun. Guys, I have way too many stuff. I cannot wait for that minute where I actually just leave all my stuff in my office at the gym. But just got done with swimming. We still got arms today. So we hit shoulders this morning, which made swimming super tough. I was gonna rock these in the pool, but I just don't think, I need some like real deal. If you guys know of any real deal swim trunks like Speedos, the ones I was rocking were just compression stuff underneath. I need some good swim trunks, and yesterday Dick's didn't have them. The only good thing about today, you guys know how much I dig camo, I love camo. My movement watch here, it's my camo, it's favorite. And what I did is, because I like this one a whole lot, I reached out to Movement, and they're allowing me to give 2 of these away. So I want you guys to go to Instagram, tag me, tag Movement. There will be on my Instagram, if you guys go there, there's gonna be a picture of me with this watch. On that picture, just leave a comment. Any comment you want, comment on that picture, follow me, follow Movement, both on Instagram. You guys can't do it here on YouTube, I'm sorry. But you guys will have a chance. We're only giving away the camo one because that's my favorite, and I'm giving 2 of those away. I don't know why I like this one so much, just because I'm into camo everything. About to go hit some arms. I'm not in shape right now. Don't judge me, stop body shaming me. It is what it is. We're getting fit. We're getting like, and this is fit for 90% of the world. All right, it is hot. I am done with swimming. I'm getting in my car. I'm out of here. Look at all this. I need a gym office. That's what I need. And then everyone can come in, I can say, hey, come into my office. It might be cluttered, it might have fins and flippers and snorkels. People are gonna be like, what are you doing in here? Stuffed buffalo, ice cubes, what movie?